internet thingy. Weber internet thingy. Weber internet thingy. Come on, check this out. Weber internet thingy. Weber internet thingy. Weber internet thingy. The good times are never in doubt. Weber internet thingy. Come on, enjoy the fun. Weber internet thingy. We've got the blues on the run. Get away from that big mean world and come have lots of dumb fun. Get away from that big mean world and come have lots of dumb fun.
Sorry, just fighting with the tools. As always, hey everybody, it's Captain John. Welcome to Strange Old Trekkers. Strange Old Trekkers. We should warn you, there are going to be spoilers, but the show's just about to start. And let me get the music, and there we go.
Strange old trekkers with that Star Trek jive. Strange old trekkers, let's talk about it live. Strange old trekkers, Eric, Joe, and John. Strange old trekkers, settle in 'cause it's on. Oh, they're the strange old trekkers, come dig what they're doing. Strange new.
I love that song. I thought it was on fade. Sorry. Man, I am fighting the tools tonight. Look, speaking of fighting, look at that jumping. Okay, here we go. All right, there we go. We should get the show started. And as always, your comments are appreciated. We've got Raphael with us already. Ensign Rosario, welcome aboard the bridge of SB-80. Voted once again, of all the star bases in the Federation, we are the most rickety. And that's a technical term. It's not just me, of course. Here in the command center, I have my I want to say my male gal Friday, my boy Friday, my man Friday. I think that's a phrase. Anyway, let's get him on the screen. It's Commander Joe Townsel, everybody.
How you like my zombie, John?
That's good. That's a good zombie, Commander. Very good zombie. Of course, novelist and great writer of short stories, and the man who has his very own show here on my fake network, Weber Internet Thingy, the host of Joe Townsel's Dread Time Stories. It's Joe Townsel. You should visit him at joetownsel.com. I'd like to get
Joe
one.
Townsel's Dread Time Stories coming soon. Another episode. Stay tuned.
And hetero life mate.
Hey.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, sure. I don't know. But it's not a monogamy. It's definitely a group thing, because let's bring in the CPO, the Chief Pettiness Officer himself. Why, it's Eric Kramer.
There he is.
USS Menage a Trois.
We were thinking.
Hey guys, how's it going? Sun's shining. It's a great day.
It is.
Let's go. Let's talk about this.
So glad to see the Pettiness Officer happy.
It's good now. We're all good. We're all good.
So
you may have me sitting in the back of the space bus, but it's all good.
So the The whole premise here at Strange Old Trekkers is we watch Strange New Worlds on Paramount Plus. Boo, boo, hiss, boo. Paramount Plus, what are you
That's going to
doing?
be tough for the next few episodes.
What are you doing? So Paramount Plus, who has so many issues going on, they have been giving us this new Star Trek show. We want to recap it and review it for you. And if you have not seen the episode yet and you can go see it, go see it. Go see it and then come back and watch a show with us. Although we definitely want you here live because the chat is the fun. The chat's
It is, and you can see how much fun Eric's having right now. I'm loving it. He is so exuberant.
It's so great. So great. Whole new outlook on life right now. Fantastic.
Oh my god. Sorry fellas, I just realized I didn't call up my webpage on this. Well, you know what, we don't need to, because I think we should go straight into the beats. There's no real information about this.
Yeah, baby, beats. Let's do the beats.
Not just the beats, John, but as I mentioned earlier,
Great. Let's go right into the beats.
this week we're going to be looking at the zombies. Okay,
Damn right we are.
sounds like a
Damn
bad
right
Pixies
we
rock
are.
group, doesn't it?
Alrighty. Every week, Commander Joe Townsel puts together for us a beautiful Mad Magazine level, hilarious multimedia presentation that we like to call The Beats. And if you haven't watched the episode, this is a great way to catch up, although you should watch the episode. So this is also a great way to be reminded of all of the great dramatic beats that happen in this episode. So here
Drama,
we go.
baby. Drama.
We're coming to get you, Trekkers. We won't say the Z word, but we all know what's lurking in the woods on a remote, strange new world. Watch out for the ravenous Klingon zombies as strange old trekkers take a shuttle to Kenfori. Well, gang, we're not finished with the Gorn just yet. Spock's puzzling plan for the baby lizards to absorb into Captain Patel's blood is backfiring. But if you thought that quick fix was odd, wait until you hear about the permanent cure. Seems that Spock and Doc M'Benga need a rare chimera plant. It can be harvested on a deserted Federation research base, on a planet where pew-pews were exchanged during the Klingon Federation War. Naturally, this planet, called Kenfori, is another planet forbidden. Time for Pike to turn off the body cam and go rogue once again. Spock had planned to accompany M'Benga, but Pike insists on going instead. He hopes to spare Spock a potential court-martial, saving that fun event for the menagerie instead.
Clever.
Pike and M'Benga take a shuttle and head on out. On the way, they reminisce about the good old days, yucking it up, foreshadowing a major argument later in the episode. As they maneuver through a bunch of asteroids, they pick up a Klingon warning signal. Turn back now, or die. Ah, pish tosh, says Pike. Let's land. Well, the Enterprise is hanging back. They have their own subplots to worry about. The planet is a typical Planet Hell type jungle world. No life signs except for the plants. Oh wait! There's a Klingon skeleton. Oh, no biggie. Now, Doc, what's the deal with Spock and Chapel anyway? Once inside the abandoned station, Pike finds a boot with part of a leg attached. He tosses it aside, as he and M'Benga find some of the super-duper flowers that will finally save Captain Patel. M'Benga tells Pike to mask up. The pollen from these posies are deadly. And that's only the beginning. Crap! A Klingon battleship has entered orbit and dispatched its own shuttle. It looks like a giant wasp. This shuttle to Kenfori takes aim at Pike's ship and blows it to smithereens. So much for the spacecraft in the episode's title. Double crap! A Klingon hunting party beams down, sending Pike and the Doc deeper into the creepy stronghold. Well, they don't stay hidden for long. They are captured by the Klingons. The odds are against them, and the situation is grim. Then, triple crap! Everyone is attacked by Federation and Klingon zombies. Sorry, use the Z word after all. Quick guys, haul ass, while those zombies nosh on some fresh Klingon meat. Back on the Enterprise, Patel is suffering from a Gorn-induced migraine, and Nurse Chapel is all out of extra-strength Tylenol. Spock is having another one of his brilliant ideas. Well, since causing your blood to absorb Gorn DNA didn't work out, how about a pain-relieving mind meld instead? Well, do it! And Spock does. Spock and Patel experience shared visions of baby Gornies bursting their way out of her body. They both scream in pain and terror, with Spock punching the new nurse in the process. Chapel slaps Spock to snap him out of it. Well, I guess that wasn't such a great idea after all. It's conference time. Number 1 is trying to command respect, despite her comically terrible hairdo this week. She wants suggestions about saving Pike and M'Benga. Well, Spock advises a stealth approach. Ortegas is more of an insubordinate smartass than usual, and wants it done her way. She gets snarky and rolls her eyes. She wants to swoop in and save the day. Uhura sides with Spock. Unlike Pike, Number 1 ain't putting up with Ortega's attitude, and she goes with Spock's plan. I mean, after all, Spock's other plans have worked out so well. Don't you agree? Ortegas makes a nasty remark to Uhura and walks off in a huff to sulk as the meeting adjourns. Back on the planet of the living dead, M'Benga figures out that the zombies are the side effect of an experiment with some mutant moss. But then a light bulb goes off over Pike's head. He figures out that M'Benga and Spock are not going to rid Pike's gal pal of her infection. No, that won't work. Instead, they're going to transform her into a half-human, half-Gorn hybrid. And Captain Patel is all for it. Hey, it's better to be a lizard woman than dying. Well, Pike is justifiably pissed. What kind of BS cure is this anyway? Oh, but there's no time to argue. Throw me the whip. The Klingon commander, Baitha, actually has one. Well, the zombies are attacking again, and Baitha is the only live Klingon left standing when the carnage is done for the time being. She's got the disruptor and tells the Starfleet duo to go with her to the roof of the deserted base. She remembered where she parked, and it's time to get on the Klingon shuttle and get the hell out of there. Once on the roof, they activate some force field generators, coincidentally and conveniently left there by the long-dead base personnel. They lock themselves inside the force field, while undead hordes of zombies surround them, blocking their way to the Klingon shuttle. Having some time now for a little exposition, Baitha reveals that she is the daughter of Dakra, the Klingon ambassador M'Benga killed back in Season 2. But Baitha isn't even irked with this. She hated her traitorous dad. But she is mad at M'Benga for depriving her of the opportunity to kill her father herself. Somehow that would have restored her Klingon honor. Go figure. To accentuate her point, Baitha stabs Pike in the leg. But he takes it all in stride. He's relieved, frankly, to be out for the count. Back on the Enterprise bridge, Ortegas wants to stop hiding in the asteroids and save Pike and M'Benga already. Yonder Klingon battlecruiser be damned. Una nixes that idea, and even orders Ortegas to cut their speed to 1/6 impulse on Spock's recommendation. The helmsperson grumbles, but complies. Seemingly. Down below, it's duel to the death time for M'Benga and Baitha. After a short knife fight, the episode is almost over after all, M'Benga gets Baitha down to the ground, but refuses to kill her. Well, I'll show you, you Starfleet wimps. I'll just throw myself to the zombies, distract them long enough for you to run to the shuttle and get away. On the Enterprise bridge, the slow approach to Kenfori ain't working. Number 1 reluctantly goes with Erica's plan to warp into the atmosphere and beam up Pike and M'Benga. Somehow the Enterprise loses gravity, which is puzzling since the planet has its own. Oh well. At least the captain and the doc are saved, with their super flowers intact. Christopher has a quiet chat with Joseph. He reassures him that everything that went down on the planet of the Klingon zombies is off the record, once again calling into question Pike's priorities as captain. Later, Pike and Batel have yet another weepy moment as they debate her upcoming Chimera Flower treatment. Number 1 has one remaining duty in this episode: reprimanding Ortegas. She's figured out that Ortegas accelerated the ship's velocity slightly so that the Klingons would detect them. Una understands that Ortegas is having a tough time, but grounds her anyway. So, Ortegas is finally answering for her rebel tendencies, which is not a bad way at all to end this episode.
And there you go.
There you go.
That is episode. Okay, we're on episode 4, technically, right? Out of the 10? 3 out of the 10.
Right.
And of course, once we're done with the beats, that takes us straight into down and dirty. Let's get totally filthy as we get down into the mud with what's going on here in Strange New Worlds. Now, let me ask you first, Mr. Townsel.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel about this episode?
You know what? Despite myself, I did enjoy it. It was a fun watch. But I got to tell you, I mean, it's really hard sometimes to get past all the plot holes and just the stupidity of some of the actions of the characters.
Okay, give us some examples.
Well, I mean, I as I alluded to in the beats, this is the pro and con for me. The con is this: I do not like Ortegas as a character as far as being so insubordinate, so smart at. I mean, and they kind of took her. They really upshifted that with this episode, made her just really bad. Now, the pro of this is I'm hoping that we're touching on this. Maybe we're starting to get a bigger character arc out of her.
Yeah.
Where this pays off into something where she will be redeemed, as it were. So there's that. I didn't really care for the fact that Pike is a gossip. Well, what about the Spock and Christine? Okay,
The gossip.
so he's a gossip. That's fine. And I tell you, man, I mean, I'm sure Eric will agree with this, and I want him to comment on it next.
Yeah.
It's like, doesn't Una just present herself to be a more solid captain than Pike, especially in this episode?
Oh, blood in the water. Mr. Kramer, how you feeling right now about this
Great.
series?
It's all great. Next question.
Eric has drank the Kool-Aid.
Let me tell you,
Eric?
I have fully embraced the USS Grey's Anatomy. And when you look at it through that lens,
Yeah.
fantastic. Fantastic.
I have to admit, I don't dislike Captain Batel at all. I like her. But this whole thing of like basically Captain Pike is the wife, it's just throwing me.
I look. How he ever made it to captain a starship is beyond me.
This particular Christopher Pike.
It's the USS Grey's Anatomy. I am fucking loving it.
So happy Eric's a convert.
I love that he's the gossip. I love that he's the weepy captain who can't make a decision.
Oh my
It's
God.
so much fun.
The praying at the end of the last episode I thought was weird, and I mean, I understand it's part of his origin that he's a preacher's kid. I get that, but like, dear Lord, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Oh, nothing." I mean, there's just so much, and I've said this before, so I won't dwell on it, but there's just so much boyfriend stuff that Captain Pike, the guy who had a warship, who had he got into battles before this series. He was known for getting in that terrible, shuttle accident or whatever that was. But before that, like, he was a fighting captain. They were a fighting crew on the Enterprise.
Well,
And
he beat that big alien in the cage with the castle, remember?
I mean, the big giant guy in the castle. Now, that was supposed to be a very big deal. That's, of course, from the cage, also from the menagerie.
Yeah.
When we watched the menagerie not too long ago, I don't know if we discussed this, how a lot of people are bandaged up and like Spock has a limp. And it was because they just went through an unbelievable fight. Yeah. They were fighting those monsters. They were fighting, terrible, powerful aliens, and they got their butts kicked, but they were a fighting crew. And this one's a feeling crew. And I don't know how I feel.
You got that right, baby. You got that right.
And Eric's loving it.
Embrace it. Embrace it.
I wonder. I mean, first off, I wonder if actually there is like, I had this happen where I just went, you know what? Just watch it as what it is. And I mean, so I guess I'm trying to be serious about what you're saying, Eric, because I think I'm doing that too. I think I'm going like, okay, just tell me the story.
Yes, that's where I've come to. I've come from fighting it to like, okay, all right. So let's find the fun and is number one a better captain? Absolutely. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. The better captain.
We are getting another thing that we've talked about, which is from the Next Generation. You had your very cerebral, thinking captain, your captain who was a scientist and an explorer. And your number one, in that case, it's Commander Riker, is a tough military man. And he tells people, buck up, batten those hatches, clean up your uniform. He's the disciplinarian. On this ship, it is number one. It's Una. And she was like your MVP last week, Eric. Are you still?
Yeah, no. I do like that character a lot. I love how she's being played. She, she got a little, a little touchy-feely at the end when she's handing out the punishment.
Right.
But I'll give her that. She was great. Like, you watch her do her thing. Like, that's the captain you want in charge.
Yeah.
Like, does she open it up to other suggestions? Of course. And then she makes a decision and they go. And she doesn't let anybody railroad her on the bridge.
Well, in that sense, she's very much like Kirk. Kirk wasn't an asshole when he laid down punishment, but he did it. Right.
Yeah.
And you respected him regardless.
Well, you always knew you were in trouble with Kirk when he called you Mister. Oh, you get that.
Oh,
and it's no dessert.
That's like your mom using your first and middle name to call you.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, guys, can I address a theory that's going around the internet? I want to make sure we got to this, but I touched on it on the last slide. That last slide was a last minute addition because I thought this was too compelling not to put there. But the big theory right now, and I happen to agree with it, is that Batel is going to become the first of a subspecies of half human, half Gorn hybrids, which we will later see in Arena on the original series. What do you think?
Sure.
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. I love it if it gives me my old, like, he's so slow. He's so slow. Yeah, I have to say, that would make me like the Gorn more. I'm going to bring this. So we meet Klingons in this one, and they have hair, and they have ridges,
Mhm.
and it's looking a lot more like Star Trek: The Motion Pictures version of
Mhm.
the Klingons, which of course we saw through most of most of Trek for like 20, 30 years. Had the horseshoe crab, long hair. Did you like seeing those Klingons? I'll ask you first, Eric.
Yeah. I mean, it was, I don't know. It was weirdly nice to see Klingons.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was
Joe?
weirdly nice to get back to it. The battle cruiser looked good.
Yeah.
I will hold comment on what their shuttlecraft looked like, but the battle cruiser looked great. Like it was great to see that. It was great to see that presence.
Mm-hmm. I will definitely go back and
You know what?
rewatch
They
that
acted
episode.
They
Just
acted like Klingons.
Yeah.
how about you, Joe? How'd you feel about the Klingons in this
Well,
one?
of course, I like them in this form. We've had them since 1979, and the thing is, though, we've seen these Klingons previously on Strange New Worlds. Most notably, Doc Roth, the father of the Klingon commander in this episode.
I thought.
Yeah, that was Bytha, I heard that was Doc Roth, I think. But that's the one that Mabinga basically murdered in season 2, which is unusual.
Yeah.
They did, Discovery knew they screwed up by the second season of that series. I mean, they gave the Klingons their hair back at least in the second season. And saying, well, Klingons shave their heads for war. Okay.
Okay. What? Or when we get a bad executive producer or whatever.
You know what? They tried to do something different, but as I've said before, same thing for the Gorn. Not uninteresting characters. Just make them something new. Quit reimagining what we know and love. There's no point in it.
Yeah,
It just draws resentment from old time
you
fans.
could have created an entirely different species of
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I get why they fell back on the Gorn, but again, this is why I'm not a big believer in canon, because obviously we're fucking with everything right now. We're fucking with every conceivable timeline, alien species, whatever, fine, whatever. It's your show, you know?
Yeah.
But if you have the universe to choose from,
right.
Why are we only looking at that?
Right. I have to agree with that. Any other down and dirty topics, gentlemen?
The only thing I can say is that the horror aspects of it pretty much took a backseat to the rest. I mean, this was not scary. And it reminded me of this. You can go to Denny's and order fish tacos, and they're okay. But if you want good fish tacos, go to a good Mexican restaurant. By the same token, I don't look for horror in Star Trek. Just doesn't gel.
Right.
And but again, it was a backdrop, so I don't hold that much against it. A lot of the characterizations were solid, especially number 1.
I thought so.
Yeah, I thought, and the Doctor too.
I agree.
Yeah.
I really like seeing that guy. I really like seeing that character. Like I like the way he handles them. He's got a really interesting backstory going on.
Yeah.
And sort of fighting his own demons,
For divorce,
divorce
is one annulment.
That was actually, and you understand why though. You sort of go, yeah, no, I get that.
That was me at the time. I was like, oh, that tracks.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, we get it.
Because Dr. Mbenga is very complicated.
He's really good, and I just wish they would make him McCoy. And what I say when I say that is I wish they would make him the fucking Doctor, set him up as the man. Oh no, I'm sorry. No, it's great. I love what they're doing with.
I was worried about Eric a minute there.
It's great. Because you know what? Not everybody needs to be in charge, right? Let other people shine, take over the reins.
And you know what, guys? I did not miss the, Palea, who was so stupidly written out of this episode. Why wouldn't she show up for a staff meeting? She's in charge.
Well, you obviously see they're making moves there, but that's,
Yeah.
And
I
the only
feel
thing I
like,
can say, though, and I hope this isn't too, I don't mean this to be a controversial statement, but maybe it's my old man ears. I don't know, but I wish they could dial back the dialects a bit from both Mbenga and this Scotty. It's hard for me to understand what they're saying.
Oh, interesting. I don't have that issue.
Okay, maybe it's just me. It could very well just be me.
because of my my tinnitus, I'm such a fan of Leonard Nimoy and Bill Shatner.
Yeah.
I had to get tinnitus, just like they got.
That's devoted.
That, my friend, is a fan.
So I'm always putting closed captioning up on the screen. So it's like, yeah, I never miss it. I
love that. I love that.
Well, and I've gotten accustomed to Mbenga because
frankly.
Yeah, Mbenga's been around, of course, for the series, so I'm kind of getting the groove there. But wow, I mean, I do enjoy this actor's portrayal of Scotty, but I was like, what was that? Come again? It was real thick for some reason.
When they get an actual Scottish guy instead of a Canadian. Because I mean, let's face it.
I think we should go further with it. I think nobody should be able to understand. Do you know what I mean? And let him have the heaviest Scottish dialect ever.
Hey, me up in space with the bloody
make it like that Robin Williams. Make it like that Robin Williams routine.
Well, you know who else? You guys remember Daphne's brother in Frasier, and you couldn't understand a word he said?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so we should go that direction. You're right. I rescind my comments on that.
I think that would be fun. I think because then everybody can do a double take when he's talking. Yes, we're gonna. What? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go do that.
Uhura, could you come over here for a sec? Oh, and I wanted to ask about the wigs. Okay, so as Joe mentioned, number one, the beautiful Rebecca Romaine is wearing some bizarre hairpiece this time around, and we're currently in the Wig of the Week award for Uhura.
I'm telling you, that hairstylist on the Enterprise is cleaning up in tips.
I don't know which relative of Mr. Mott it is, but he is creative.
All I know is that the poor thing, it looked like a bicycle helmet with hair. Just this thing sitting on top of her head.
All right, I'm going to force you guys.
An unfortunate choice, but I tell you what, her portrayal makes up for it.
Absolutely.
You know what she does that I really love is that she's still. What really, you know what I just love about her, why I'm such a fan of her and the way that she's playing this character is like she's leading that meeting, right? And she's absolutely still and she's eyeballing everybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then when people go off, you see her shoot a look and you can see it all happening.
Yeah.
Up here. But she's not like,
right.
You know what I mean?
And
like,
she's not
really
highly reactive.
Captain-like.
Yes.
Well, you know what, Eric? I made a point a minute ago about her being very Kirk-like. How about this, to go with your point? She's also Picard-like. She actually takes these discussions to the ready room.
Yes.
Instead of doing it on the bridge where what?
Oh, that is a big Captain Pike thing, isn't it? Okay, everybody, let's spitball.
My memory of Captain Pike will always be this in the chair.
Most of my acting career.
If I tell you, if that doesn't get everybody running down to sickbay going, if you got a tranquilizer, we need to put this guy out.
When I saw him doing that, it was like looking at every director I have ever worked for in my acting career.
Oh, I can't believe that.
Hey, I'm gonna jump us ahead. Well, we pretty much touched upon MVPs for this week. Eric, who's your MVP for this
I've got
episode?
two. I've got number one, and I've got the Doctor.
Very cool. Very cool.
I love both. Look, again, I'm cheering for this show.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't look. I'm not looking. But I love those two actors. I love their portrayal of those characters, and I love what's going on with them.
Commander Joe, how about you, sir?
I gotta say, I agree with Eric completely. Those two, and they were great, but I think it also was just they were elevated by the fact that everybody else was so weak.
I'm gonna go a little off the path on this one. I actually like what they're doing with Ortegas.
Well, we'll see.
Melissa Navia, I have been a fan. We did not watch this show with you, Eric. When we watched Discovery, there was her name Detmer?
Yes.
She was a navigator. She was the pilot. She
was the helmsman as well. Yeah.
Yeah, helmsman. Thank you.
Yeah.
I do feel a little uncomfortable that they're taking us to that realm again of like, oh yeah, the pilot's crazy. But I feel like Ortegas has earned it. She did go through hell. She was half digested by the Gorn. She is haunted. And it also reminds me of one of my favorite things that they ever did in Star Trek, which was they took Dr. Bashir on Deep Space Nine, and they took him from, the wide-eyed innocent who was almost like their Wesley. And they turned him into this, crusty, flinty, hard-bitten guy when it was revealed that he's not supposed to exist because he had been genetically manipulated as a baby, as a child. And so I'm okay with the trauma response. I'm okay with the recklessness of Ortegas. And I'm really okay with them calling her on it because they never did that to Detmer. They weaponized her, which was fine. But, look, we've got a crew. She can't endanger the whole ship like that. And I can't remember which one of you fellas brought it up, but you were right. I do believe they're taking us into this, she's going to have to go through this thing and she will come out of it different.
Well, I mentioned that and we both follow up. We all follow up on it. But yeah, I mean, I am glad again that they did touch on it and there are consequences. And I'm hoping that if nothing else, put her under
consequences.
One's direct command,
for putting the Enterprise in danger.
I mean, that's
2 weeks.
It's a big deal.
2 weeks for bringing a Klingon battle cruiser down on your ass. That's 2 weeks is okay.
But she's got PTSD on PTSD. We find out in the previous, it was Hegemony. So it was Hegemony Part 2, the first of these episodes.
Yes, the first.
Where she's flying the shuttle and she basically she turns off the engines, I think, and they just are throwing themselves at the planet.
But that's a cool, that I get.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But it's sort of like, it's that shit. You know what I mean? And it's that's not 2 weeks. That's you know what? The psych doctor is going to let us know when you're okay to come back. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Well, Ortegas is capable and has the potential to shine. But again, it looks like we're finally going to, focus that into something a little bit more constructive and Starfleet-like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe she gets a really cool boyfriend.
There you go. That'll fix her up. And may I add real quick, John, I should have done this in Down and Dirty, but I forgot.
Yeah.
But I did call out the so-called cure for poor Battelle.
Oh yeah.
With a little bit of a change in concept, it wouldn't have been so ridiculous because it's like they were knowingly going to do this to her. Couldn't they have just tried to do the cure that they were looking for and it happened accidentally? Same result, but it wouldn't have been so stupid as having both Spock and McBangus say, "Yeah, let's do this. Let's make it do a lizard."
And then not letting Pike in on any of it makes him look so weak.
I
Well, he
agree.
cried.
Makes him look weak and inept, and like nobody has respect for him, not even his girlfriend.
Yes, actually, the fact that everyone starts treating him with kid gloves, they
Like,
start handling him.
Come on.
Oof, I don't know if that's a captain thing. You know what I think it is. I've never thought of this before. So this is a raw thought. Honestly, I don't think that's Christopher Pike they're writing for. I think it's Anson Mount.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt that at all.
Because Anson Mount is a guy capable of many levels of emotion and capable of being, the love-struck dummy.
Yeah, but you know what? There's ways to show that where you believe that he's actually capable of being a captain on a fucking starship.
Well, and you know what, John, what backs up your point as far as writing for Anson Mount? Did you guys catch this? When they have their little weepy exchange at the end,
Yeah.
she accidentally calls him Anson in the show.
No.
What? Really?
It's hard to catch. I had to rewind it, but yeah, it's a flub, obviously.
And they didn't what?
And they didn't take it out.
That in editing?
No. I mean, to me, once you listen to it the second time, it's obvious.
Oh my God! I have
By
to.
the way, I quite like her.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I like her. I like everybody on this show. It's just, sorry. It's great. It's all great.
And you know what? I want to congratulate John on being the founding member of the Mortagus Club. Thank you very much.
I don't just like Ortegas. I want Mortagus.
Mortagus.
I stole that from somewhere, but I thought it applied here.
Oh, that's awesome. No. That's definitely going to be one of our video shorts. I'm gonna focus on Eric's face as he rolls his eyes. I love that kind of flub because one of my favorite moments from Star Wars A New Hope is at the end when they all reunite and Mark Hamill runs towards Carrie Fisher yelling, "Carrie!"
We all love that. And let me tell you that the one that's in this episode is more audible than that one. It's a lot easier to hear.
How does that? I don't get how that survives.
Run and gun, baby. Run and gun.
I guess, but wow. Really?
That's nuts. And they didn't like do a vocal, put on later, which frankly I can do on my Mac. I don't know why they didn't do it. All right, we're down to the final segment of this extravaganza. Time for Townsel Tidbits, in which our good friend Joe Townsel pulls out from the ether some trivia and some things that he's noticed. And I don't have much for this episode, Joe. So
I got a few, but let me tell you first, John, how much I appreciate you introducing me and saying, when Joe Townsel pulls out his what? Thank God you finished that sentence. Okay, here we go. So I got a few here. I'm going to kick off with this one, my favorite. Taking this from TrekMovie.com, the ritual Klingon combat featured the two strapped together, akin to strap matches from professional wrestling. So
that's right, baby.
Every Tuesday at 7 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Thank you.
I was thinking Dusty Rhodes the whole time. Come on, baby. We're going to do a leather strap match, baby.
This episode bears a striking resemblance to one done a little bit better as far as the horror, at least. Star Trek Enterprise Impulse from the third season about Vulcan zombies. So, so it's not an entirely original notion to use zombies in Star Trek.
That's crazy.
Crazy. The Chimera, of course, is a creature from Greek mythology who is a hybrid creature. Head of a lion, body of a goat. I think there's some serpent in there. So, of course, that alludes directly to the fact that poor Batel is about to become a different kind of hybrid. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, yeah.
Good catch.
And of course, as we mentioned in the beats, and nobody missed this, everyone caught this, but I love the fact that the planet is named after Kenfori of the original Dawn of the Dead, and he was in the remake as well. Had a bit of cameo there with this classic line. So,
there's a thing on Memory Alpha, which I always go to, and they were saying this episode's title is a nod to the 2016 South Korean zombie film Train to Busan, which you did reference in the beats. Oh no, you're right. Okay. Oh yeah, Shuttle to I'm sorry, I'm just now getting it. Shuttle to Kenfori.
Kenfori.
I just got that.
I will answer a question that Ravel posted. Said, did Joe leave out any zombie references? I did omit one. I didn't use anything from The Last of Us, which of course is a very popular current zombie program.
Yes, right.
Maybe next time.
Which is also about their zombies are based on mushrooms. Their zombies are based on fungus.
Yes.
And so this one is based on moss, which is, hey, again, I don't fault any horror story for, not being original. There are very few original horror stories. And if you want to find them, you go to joetownsel.com.
Well, thank you, sir. There's a pretty good one, I think, in my Fury Duty collection, and there's more to come. So again, stay tuned.
We've got Melanie Jean. Melanie Jean is back. It's been a long time. She says, I thought the zombies were Gorn Klingon hybrids. This was a creepy follow-up episode to Hegemony 1 and 2, which was creepy enough. And that actually goes with Raphael's observation that there's plenty of horror, a body horror, but definitely lots of horror in this season. Yeah, I agree. And also doing shrooms could be deadly. That is true. Take it from the strange old trekkers. You got to be careful, kids. All right. I think that's going to do it for this week. Nice quick hit here. I mean, we are slapping those smiles on our face every Tuesday night. Eric Kramer is dancing for his life. He is embracing the Shonda Rhimesian universe that we're in.
USS Grey's Anatomy, I'm telling you. Like, if you just surrender to it, it's fine. You know what we need on this show, though?
What
is we need a section called "What Did We Learn?"
Oh,
like, for example, we learned that you can hide from hybrid zombies in a cabinet, and they can't get you. It's like an invisibility shield.
I love this. Yeah, we'll be doing that in the future.
And we also learned that the word zombie is still in use in the 23rd century.
Oh,
I thought that was really, really, I kind of liked it actually that Pike used the word zombie.
Oh, I love it. I love it because that's not the first time that I've seen something where they're like, shut up, they're not zombies, cut it out. And eventually he's like, no, come on, they're zombies. I do love that. I also love Dr. Mabenga, like, don't say it.
You know what? That joke would have landed harder if Pike had just come out and said it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My God, you think they're zombie? Don't. Don't.
I mean, this is just really funny. Okay. Hey, catch up with us next Tuesday, would you please? And we will have a whole lot of fun there. And then I want to I didn't do exactly what I wanted to do. Hang on. Hey guys, distract the audience while I load this up.
Going back to Scotty's dialect, I think it's, and John touched on it, it would be great if Uhura had to translate everything he said.
That would be really funny.
What a great bit.
He called you a wee ball bag.
Yeah. He's like Pike or whoever, number one, is staring right at Chekhov. He says his thing, and then they just go, and Uhura like translates.
Either that or get Barbara
He's the
Billingsley from
universal
Airplane.
translator.
God, get Barbara Billingsley. Folks, be sure to stay with us this week. I'm going to show it to you again, the coming attractions, and that'll do it. We'll see you next week. Live long and prosper, you beautiful beings. Thank you so much, Commander. Thank you, CPO.
Thank you, CPO and
Thank
Captain.
you. Wasn't it great?
It was great.
It was great. It was great.
Weber
Bye,
Internet
guys.
Thingy. Weber Internet Thingy. Weber Internet Thingy. Come on, check this out. Weber Internet Thingy. Weber Internet Thingy. Weber Internet Thingy. The good times are never in doubt. Weber Internet Thingy. Come on, enjoy the fun. Weber Internet Thingy. We've got the blues on the run. Get away from that big mean world and come have lots of dumb fun. Get away from that big mean world and come have lots of dumb fun.
JoeTownsel.com